Hi guys, it's me, Joseph Machine again, and for this video that I'll be dedicating to the month of love in February in 2026, I shall be talking about a song that discusses what happens when a relationship doesn't quite work out. And this song is called "We Are Never Ever Getting Back Together." And do I have to say who sang it? No, I don't. But I will anyway, because it's a legendary song that, for the most part, launched her career of a very talented singer, Taylor Swift. And also, that's kind of starts off the trend of her singing career, or one of the trends of her singing career. Depending on who you ask, can be a little bit annoying, but yeah, for this one, it's kind of cool. And she thinks about her past relationship in this, and like I said, it just doesn't work out because the two people involved, her and some other guy, tend to show the what happens when a relationship becomes toxic. You know, with yelling and screaming and all that other stuff, and the fact that she didn't see this person for a month. So I kind of gives the impression that they kind of moved on, or that he was cheating on her with somebody else. Now, this song does first I'm going to talk about the lyrics in the video to go with it. Because I think that she made the song first, then she applied the video to it. Because the video is actually funny in its own right too. So, first she talks about how they broke up for like the second time. The first time, the guy in question hadn't changed any. Because one, I guess, stereotype about women is that they would try to change a man. They would try to repair him, try to fix him. So, I guess he didn't like that. We had a deal with that kind of thing. And I don't want to do it anymore. So, he goes away, seeks other pastures, if you will, and moves on from it. But then he tried to go back to his number one girl, Taylor, and that's no bueno. At that point, you use goods. You got kind of a twisted mindset about the person trying to sell the other oat somewhere else. So that's not good. That's not a good look for you. And it's not good on her part either, because she takes back a guy that potentially cheated on her with multiple people. In fact, in the video, they show the guy actually hanging out with other women, potentially other guys too. So that's a big issue. And let's see, well, there, and then not having a relationship on my own, I can actually, observe what happens in certain relationships. And this is one of the instances where it's pretty accurate to what I've seen so far in my life. By which I mean that there are two people in love with each other, and then they tend to get snippy with each other, condescending with each other, cynical with one another. And then all of a sudden, it start being snappy with one another. And then they get to fight with each other about little stupid things, little quirks that initially they loved about one another. For example, I don't know, someone might like the holes. And the other one would be like, I accept it. This is actually kind of nice about you. I like this about you. But then eventually the collection of dolls tend to get on the other person's nerves until the point of fighting about it due to some physical space needs of this collection, where it could cost too much to have it, to keep adding to the collection. So the party is asked to stop it, and when they don't stop it, then arguments occur. So something that is innocent, like plugging a toy or something, can become a big, huge argument. And also, number one, that's not cool. But starting an argument over something so stupid is not cool. And second of all, Taylor Swift said that you always said that you were right about whatever argument you may have had, or whatever your opinion might be, that he's always right, not always wrong. But if anyone's seen a relationship or been in one themselves, you know that the lady is always right. Even if she technically isn't right about something, she's always right. Because women have a hidden power that men desire, and if they want to be happy, they agree to the woman always being right. The old saying, a happy wife equals a happy life. Well, that's pretty much it. Even though she wasn't married in this case, but a happy girlfriend means a happy life too. I love to eat. Also, when she brings up a real good point. It says that when two people are fighting and they have arguments and whatnot, and they separate for as long as they did, a month or so, they tend to patch things up without talking to them directly. They will have their friends talk to them and each other and whatnot. Like, if I had a girlfriend that was playing with me for something, I would have my friends talk to her friends, have my people talk to your people, and we'll get together. But yeah, it's more like that's the safe route to go down. Rather than potentially lead to another conflict, a more argumentative or loud conflict, or possibly violent conflict. Have friends talk to the other people about it. But this could also ruin your relationship with your friends if they take your side or her side or something or other. I rather talk to whoever I'm having this back with. Also, that goes for family too. If let's say my aunt would take my side, and my uncle were to take her side, my girlfriend's side, that could jeopardize my relationship with either aunt or uncle. So that's kind of like a tricky path to go on, because could go either way. But anyway, she talked about how he thought he was always right and that he'd been very remarkable. And then she said that we are never ever getting back together after all of that. I found you cheating with after I suspected you were cheating. And normally women are always right about that. We have like a sixth sense about the kind of thing when they men are cheating or wandering away from them. Because women will always find out, whether it be through text or some extra laundry in the laundry bin or something else. You calling them the other person out by name or whatever. And that's not fair to anybody involved to have a cheating or wandering person in a relationship. The only one that is safe from all that is having a relationship with the Heavenly Father. Because no girl could ever compete with something like that. No girl would ever want to compete with something like that either. But like I said, like I felt seeing to that guy in the video that Taylor is talking to about with two is better to have loved and lost than to never have loved at all. Like me. So he's in better condition with romance than I am. See it now. And she keeps on repeating the whole thing about friends talking to each other and stuff. It's a safe route, more safe than comforting the person not directly. Let's see here. She keeps on repeating that she's not gonna give the guy a second chance or a third chance in this case. Which I don't think it's right because there are plenty of misunderstandings that can be solved by giving the person a chance and giving them a chance to explain themselves, but not in this case at least. Let's see here now. Now it's time to talk about the music video to go with this. Now, I like this video because it's funny. It's funny as all hell because in the first shot they show a car honking its horn and Taylor singing to a bird, a stuffed bird, out of the window in pajamas. Now it's really quite funny because I don't know if she's trying to tell us something or if it's by accident, but the ending shot is the same shot from the beginning, but she's in a more professional outfit on, which is one of my favorite outfits in the whole thing. That and the strawberry outfit, she looks like Big Berry. Anyway, she's singing and she's saying, "We will never ever get back together again." So I don't know if that's trying to say that it's romance is a cycle that that you'll move on and you'll keep repeating it, the same thing over again or whatever. But yeah, you see, even though a horn honking it's repeated, so I guess it must be like a cycle type thing, like George Lucas was saying that everything cycles in Star Wars, which is actually really funny. Now, I like to use the word whatever and discuss something. But in the lyrics, she talks about she's good ooh hoo 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 hoo, repeating a lot of that woohoo thing. But also, it's funny because she said the word like and whatever a lot like a Virgo would do. Like for sure, and getting me a spoon, all of that. I find that really funny being that she's supposed to be like a big country star and a whole big country persona, you know, from her early career. And she looks the part of a country singer too. Not to be stereotypical or anything, but the for sure, and the like and whatever kind of remind me of a Virgo from Clueless and White Chicks. So I don't know if that doesn't mean anything with her looks or something like that, but that's funny. It's also she also had like a pop band performing in some of the shots in the video. And it's so funny because they look like they dressed like in cosplay. But one guy looks like the lead singer from Green Day. I don't know if it's anything with just the way he looks, but it's weird. He's even got the eyeliner on too, a black eyeliner. But this other guy there, the guitar or something, he got a pretty weird smile. And it comes off as very creepy and disturbing, but funny. So seeing this in a song about romance. Let's see here. She's talking about her boyfriend, and she's singing about her boyfriend, and she's talking to him. She also slammed the door on him a few times, like, no, I don't want to deal with this anymore. We're done. So that's really funny. It's good to move on from a toxic person. It's good to move on from a toxic relationship, because you yourself will be affected by it. And we don't want that. And she doesn't want to either, so she moves on. This video is more or less like low budget. Even the car is low budget. All friends are like paid extras, which is something funny. I think that she might have gotten some other small fan base at the time to do it, because there are a variety of people in it. And it's really quite funny and quite good that they performed in this. I hope they did other stuff besides this. As to the boyfriend, I kind of feel hard for him, because if you get trashed by Taylor Swift in one of the songs, it feels like he's gonna be demonized for the rest of his life. That being said, this begins the beginning of one of her little trends about whenever she's in a relationship with somebody and it goes south the border, things and she always makes a song out of that relationship. She's been doing it since she was a late teenager, like around 18, 19 years old, singing about innocence and all of that, innocence and relationships now. But she's singing more often audiences, like in the beginning of the teenage years, like 12, 13, 14 years old. So she's been doing that for years now. And she's always been demonizing her boyfriends and exes and stuff. Right up until I think it was Chris Humphries or somebody a football player. I forgot which one it was, but he offered to sue her if she did that. So I guess that must have been enough to convince her into not doing it for him. Which was, I think, a very smart move, because at this point, she's been known to do that. Not in this song, but years afterwards. Let's see. This song came out, I believe, in 2012. So, this is the first time I ever heard the whole thing through, all 3.5 minutes worth. And you might be asking yourself, but Joe, how were you able to avoid this song for the past 13 or so years, 14 years now, without having to hear the whole thing through? It was on the radio all the time, like constantly on time, all the time. Like Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas Is You. How'd you miss it? Well, that's easy. That's easy, my little duckies. I ain't listening to the radio. So, that's as simple as that. Plus, I had no reason to actually partake in it, because I was never in a relationship, so I couldn't relate to it. Plus, I couldn't relate to it on a girl's perspective. You know, being that I'm a healthy guy, red-blooded American that doesn't care about girly songs and girly stuff at the time. So, yeah. Plus, in 2012, it was the year that my parents and I went to New Orleans, and we ended up getting sick of dogs going back home, to the point that my father almost had a heart attack. Anyway, so we were all over the road, and my mother was sick too, and so was I. I almost had another relapse of my condition. So I was really in the mood to do a song for pretty girls. You know, I didn't really pay much attention to it. Like, you know, like, she's making a song about a boyfriend and stuff like that, so I didn't really care too much about it. But, yeah, I do have some merits to her music. And she is very good and very friendly, nice to her fans, which is a very good thing nowadays. I enjoy Taylor Swift. She's very groovy in my book, and quite cute too. Yeah, and she has so many outfits in the music video, to the point that it's funny at times. I like the strawberry outfit. I like the outfit where she's in flowers, and just so nice to see her in the video, because she's one of the type of people who doesn't really change that much as she gets older. Like, all of her facial features are the same, all of her body is not really different, and she's very good. She can look like that till she's 50 or so years old. Yeah, I guarantee it. And let's see, yeah, very good. I like the song. I like it when they have a relationship song, but then they also show the reality of what happens when you don't get along with your partner, when you fall out of love with them. Because, there's always gonna be thousands or millions of songs where they're so fall in love with each other, they're so into each other, they have sex often and all this stuff. But it's nice to see at least one song, one singer that embodies, what happens when you don't get your happily ever after. Your happily ever after. What happens when you don't meet the one? When you realize that the one is the one big beautiful asshole for whatever reason, and it's great that she rejects the guy and she turns her door to the guy after she ended with somebody else. And I just wonder if this song applies to a boy-girl relationship, but what would you say, like, would two gay people or two lesbians, would they also relate to this song too? I'm quite curious to know that. Anyway, the song is very good. It shows a healthy way to get around toxic person or toxic relationship. And I thank you for watching the song, my video on the song. We are never ever in bed together again by Taylor Swift. I did this for my month of love, February 2026. Put my happy piece Silver Pool because she owned the song. The song was very cool. It was groovy. It was awesome. It showed that not all relationships in a good way. It's very healthy to break it off if neither of you will get what you want. And if someone wants more than what the other person is willing to give you. Because like the saying goes, it's better to love and lose than to never love at all. Anyway, by the way, anyone that would cheat on someone like Taylor Swift, you need to have his head examined. Because she's funny, she's talented, she's very good looking, and if that matters to you, she's very well and quite powerful in the music industry at this point. I mean, I don't care if a person is driving a Ferrari or driving a burnt out piece of crap. They love me for who I am. And that'd be a big pain in the ass. But yeah, also, we are never ever getting back. We are never ever getting back together. It could be seen as kind of a bad girl type influence of the song. Like we are never ever getting back together, like a bad girl would say. Like whatever, all that. So yeah, I find that interesting. If you like what you see here and you want to see more of my videos and such, like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. If you want to contact me for any influence on my future videos and stuff, you can always contact me from my cell phone. Like call me or text me at 631-707-3707. Or if you want, you can always reach me by you can follow me on Twitter or X for at P Nelson Pro. And also you can get my email at jjviewingchannel@gmail.com. Anyway, if you like, you can also never mind now. So I salute Miss Taylor Swift. I feel sorry for any boys that might have been offended by the song when it came out, or anybody else that was fingered or pointed out, because the song does do a whole for many people, many young ladies, and this embodies you, that remember you, cheating bastard, and that kind of thing. So, peace out, my brothers and sisters. I'll see all you girls and guys in the next video. Sayonara and ta-ta.